Dr. Daniel Knowles here at Boulder, Colorado Network Family Wellness Center. How can something so gentle make such a big difference? Myself and my wife, Dr. Rochelle Knowles, have been running the Chiropractic Wellness Center, Network Family Wellness Center for 17 years in Boulder. People are always so excited about the changes they have. And that question, how does something so gentle make such a big difference, is something that I've been asked so frequently over the 17 years of serving people. And I want to take some time to answer it, tell people understand, because it's really, the question comes from a place of thinking that you have to have something big happen to get a big result. And it's thinking that I have to do something invasive or large if I'm have to get a big change. And part of that thinking is that the bigger the problem, the more difficult the time that I'm having, the bigger the intervention has to be. And that really is not how it is when you're talking about the human body. Really, something very small can make a big change. And a big part of that is also thinking somehow when things are going wrong in a person's body that the bones have something to do with it, especially when they're talking about their spine, and that it's the bones that are the problem. I want to tell you this, it's not the bones that are the problem. The bones are a reflection of what's going on in the nervous system in the person. So here's how this works. I want you to think about this. Right now we're in the middle of baseball season. I love baseball season. I love seeing that when the Colorado Rockies do well. I also love watching my kids do sports. And something that had happened was this. If you watch people playing a baseball game, all right, and you watch a pitcher, if they take two fingers and change the position on the ball, so they got two fingers like this to like this, that's two fingers this way or two fingers that way, just that little difference of distance, that's going to make a tremendous change in that ball and how that ball travels. And then just that difference, this to this, will make not only a huge change in the ball, but the outcome of someone hitting the ball. Okay? And if the person hits the ball, just that little thing of whether they hit the ball or not is going to make a huge change for the 50,000 people in the stands. In fact, if they hit the ball or not, think about that. Is it going to change their emotional state? Is it going to change how they hold their body? Might be change if they're sitting or standing? Just whether the pitcher did this or this, which is just millimetric change in the position of their fingers. And that small difference, that little bit of difference, that small thing, then change how the person was standing and positioning their body, their emotional state, what they do with their arms, maybe how they vocalize their changes, their enthusiasm by cheering or groaning. And they're distant from where that happened. In fact, it will even change people and watching TV that aren't even there, that are thousands of miles away in terms of that, and just whether the pitcher's fingers were here. And here's why I want you to, what this has to do with healing and with your body, is understanding that your body is dynamic, and small things can make a big difference. And a small thing in an open system can make a huge difference, where if you're with a closed, inanimate thing, you might have to use a lot of force to make a change. When we're working with a person's spine and nervous system, people are always so amazed at how just a little impulse can make a change to unravel their nerve system, unravel their muscular system, unravel the tension in their vertebra, and that shift of their body reorganizing their neurospinal system is what then can change their structure of how they hold their body, their behavior, how their nerve system is behaving and responding to life, and their perception, their awareness and experience of their body and how they feel in their body, their awareness of their breath, their awareness of their movement, awareness of their energy, and their perception of the world around them. And those things, that what's going on with their structure, what's going on with the neural behavior, and the perception of the body, that triad of elements is what will drastically impact a person's experience of their body and life. So often, conventionally, when a person looks at a person's spine and goes to try to get it fixed, the conventional thought process is, I've got to fix an injury, I've got to fix an area that's in pain, and I've got to get rid of or minimize something that I have to have less of. And I've got to tell you, in my experience of taking care of people at Network Family Wellness Center in Boulder, Colorado for 17 years now, and seeing thousands and thousands of lives change over the years, that really, truly, that those things and those approaches, when so often, will leave the underlying wounds in the nerve system not addressed. What we do is address the underlying wounds in the nerve system, so the person can not just get fed a fish, but so that they can learn how to fish, so that their body can learn how to become more able to self-manage their spinal and neurological tensions, can have their structure heal so they can function in their life and do the activities that they want to do, so they can have more in their life. They can have more of an experience of the ability to enjoy their day and realize that they can actually thrive rather than just focus on the challenges and pain they have. So if you want to have not only less of some things that you don't like, but more of what you do like, visit us at Network Wellness Centers, www.networkwellnesscenters.com, 303-998-1000. We look forward to seeing you on the table. And remember that you can have more change from less, and it doesn't have to be something, if you have a big challenge, it doesn't need to have a big invasive intervention to make the shift that you need. Often in life, it's the little things that make the biggest difference.